Hello fellow Whovians, TARDIS fan 452 here, reporting to you from my bedroom as we go through 5 more Doctor Who villains that we want to see return. And we'll keep fighting until it's canon. The previous video has actually turned out to be the most popular Doctor Who video on this channel. Because of course it is. But now that video's out there, now I've got the real fans bringing in that sweet, sweet ad revenue. Don't tell my mum I'm up so late. Sorry, fake fans. Only true Whovians past this point. Gatekeeps! Nah, but for real. Although the Doctor Who universe may be pretty serious business, there's actually a lot of obscure, fun and crazy stuff in the universe. Ever since I was born, I've been scouring annuals, comic lines, novelizations and audio CDs, and some of the most iconic and notorious villains, some of the most imaginative ideas are made in those. Yeah, you can keep your pating, we've got the real villains, like, Beep the Meep, the Kagash, and Ionizer, saviour of your lot. I was talking to my lesser Doctor Who friend the other day, and they didn't actually know who the Screaming Skulls were. This video is gonna get pretty obscure. For example, did you know that Tom Baker reprised his role as the Curator in 2013 special Day of the Doctor? But that was not the first Curator in the Doctor Who universe. The Curator, funnily enough, was a 4th Doctor villain. In his first appearance, in the 1981 annual, the Doctor, K9 and Romana encounter the Curator in the National History Museum of London. Now the Curator is a really good villain who's never been put to screen. I'd like to see him played by Colin Firth, Colin Farrell, any of the Collins. And his deal was that he could command a parasitic army called the Anima. Dinosaur bones, samurai swords, you name it, the Anima fed from it. So in their first appearance, the restoration of the Anima, he's obviously more than willing to give them refuge on Earth. The Doctor gives them permission to manifest only within the museum, coming alive at night, and they are pretty obviously evil. Don't know what to tell you, Doc, that was a bad idea. The story was literally called The Restoration of the Anima. But the Curator himself has actually made various repeat appearances, and I'd love to see him in a new series Doctor Who episode against the 13th Doctor. Number 2, the Anti-TARDIS. We don't know the actual origin of the Anti-TARDIS or which Doctor first encountered it, but in issue 11 of the Doctor Who Titan range, year 2, the 10th Doctor actually tries to make peace with it. And, get this. This TARDIS is one of the original Omega models from back in Gallifrey's history against the vampires. The Great Vampires? Yeah, one of them somehow managed to bite a TARDIS, a living being, and corrupt it. I love sci-fi. So now we have a vampire time machine from the dawn of creation trying to suck out the Eye of Harmony. Now, in the new series, we have the budget and I think enough built-up good faith to let a crazy concept like that fly. A particular highlight of this story is how the Anti-TARDIS can mess with the dimensions of the Doctor's TARDIS. I'd love to see what other incarnations this guy has just flown into. Number 3, the Fam-Lash. As this was a character exclusive to the long-leaked Doctor Who celebration of 1983. It was a great day, especially to be a Doctor Who fan. This was kind of like the first convention, celebrating 20 years of Doctor Who, main actors, cast members, everyone was there. And at the very end of the event, a character appeared on the stage in full makeup, and the Doctor, the latest Doctor of the time, jumped up onto the stage and defeated him. It wasn't very convincing then, and I don't think it'd be very convincing now, but I want to learn more about this guy. What was his deal? What's wrong with Longleat? The Fam-Lash costume was not great, but hear me out. It seemed like a bunch of thrown together elements from the prop department. There was a bit of Silurian in there with a Time Lord get-up. I'd love to know where this guy was from. But man, that potential. He's a good character under constraints of the time period. Number 4, the Devil Birds of Corbeau. These were a bunch of Norse mythology-based messenger birds who could take on the face of anybody, alarmingly, and frequently sent the First Doctor and company on various missions. All of these missions, it was revealed, played into a greater plan to stop the Doctor from ever creating Ernog, the Rattler. A big fuzzy man with a weird silhouette, who at the end of the story is suggested to be a future incarnation of the Doctor. Don't know how that works. Will we ever return to Ernog, the Rattler? Probably not. Add him onto the pile of all the other could-have-been Doctors. That's building up. Okay, but enough joking around. Number 5. Own goal. The Dribbler. In 2006, the BBC issued a Blue Peter competition. Design your own monster. It was great. I submitted something to it. Didn't win. You know what did win? But a runner-up was this gentleman. A man entirely composed of footballs.
The winner is it's Benedict Rogan, and he's come up with this sort of football monster.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it can fly, and it's got enormous muscles. We're implying.
Oh, watch out!
Well
watch
done,
out.
Benedict.
Okay, 8s, 9s, and 10s.
William Grantham has come up with this kind of green sumo creature.
That's weird, isn't it?
Which is called the Absorbaloff.
That's a bad drawing, and you should feel bad, kid. But again, the potential. And that potential was seized on. In the 2000s, an 8th Doctor comic was issued where they actually made the characters canonical. His appearance may look ridiculous, but don't be fooled. The Dribbler went from world to world, dimension to dimension, to every civilization that had discovered the game of football. But the losing team is put into slavery. Say what you like about this design, this character has a really cool trait where he could actually sap the ability, the skill of other sports players, making him a really capable threat. What's interesting about this character is that many consider him canon. And interestingly enough, if you rearrange the words in Dribbler, it spells an anagram of master. But never fear, the Doctor and his new friend Bugs beat them in a game of football. I'm done.